back, YouTube. Here we are with the giveaway bike, we're going to call it now, because that's what we're doing. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're giving this bike away. The Wrecked Bike Rebuild giveaway. That's what this is. So make sure you hit the like. Helps out the YouTube algorithm a lot. Subscribe, because it's going to a subscriber when I hit 10,000 subs. So more likes, more subs we get, the faster this bike gets given away. However, we have had some good news and some bad news with the bike. Here, I'll just show you. So whenever the previous owner took this engine apart and they took the side covers off, they took this out, which when they pulled that, it probably let the shift forks and stuff that was on that fall into the oil pan. So then they pulled the oil pan, and then they probably just got in over their head, and that's probably why this ended up sitting like it has. So I did get that figured out. The reason I did figure that out is I did rotate the motor. It has good compression. It's hard to turn, so there's decent compression there. So I pulled the plugs, went to rotate it to make sure it'll rotate, and I heard a clank. So I ended up finding this down in the tranny. So I pulled that out with needle nose, and then I rotated it some more, and it stopped again. But it's not like a stop, like something's broke. Like you can hear it. Like you can hear something's down in there. It just needs the way that the motor is here. It just needs turned up, but the oil scavenger here is way too, I can't risk picking that up myself and trying to dump something out of there, because that's what it needs, is just something dumped out of there. It'll probably just fall out. So anyway, we're gonna outsource this motor job. We got plenty of projects and stuff here to do. This thing has tons and tons of work that needs done. So to get this done in a better, timely fashion, I'm gonna outsource this to my buddy Brian at Myers Performance. He's a badass mechanic, good friend. I know that this thing's gonna be sweet, and when I pass this on to somebody, it's gonna be crispy, to say the least. So that being said, when you're sending parts to somebody, guys, you can save yourself money and save the mechanic plenty of time by just doing little stuff yourself. And believe me, they'll notice, because he has to do this motor for me, and he's gonna actually do the carbs too. So what you do is get stuff cleaned up. A mechanic's gonna want stuff clean when they work on it. So I'm gonna wipe this all down, get it nice and clean. All this gasket material, get that all scraped for him, get everything cleaned up. I might even take this off and clean with parts cleaner so that the scavenge is clean. Same thing here, I'm putting the clutch pack back together for him. I'm gonna run the screws back in, scrape all this gasket material, hit this with all parts cleaner, get it all nice. Probably have to rebuff some of these scrapes out, get this all clean. Same thing with the pan, hit that with some parts cleaner, and get the gasket material off of that as well. And then the carbs I'm gonna take apart, clean as best I can, but he's gonna be much better at that than me, so I'm just gonna clean the carbs as best I can. That'll all be on film later this episode. But the good news that we did get is that has a brand new K&N air filter in it, which is pretty cool. So this already has a brand new K&N, and then I'm assuming, I would be willing to bet there's a jet kit in here. But then the other good news is in my garage, I forgot that from my SV race bike, we took off a headlight, bar end mirrors, and clamps and everything to turn this into kind of what we're going to do. And with that being said, I'm going to flip over to the PC and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this thing. You're going to be surprised. All right, guys, here we go. I am pumped up about this bike. This is option one. Just now keep this in mind. This is option one. I want some input from you guys in the comments below of what you'll prefer. I've been looking for a cafe racer build. I'm not sure this bike fits it. This is right here a Seika 2 chopped up into a cafe racer. Obviously, don't hate it. I think it's a pretty decent look, to be honest. But we'd have to paint the frame and do some things here that would definitely take some extra work. But this is look number one that I want you guys to consider, and then I'll show you another look, the one I'm really leaning towards, to be honest, mainly because of the color combo, and it just keeps it like a naked sport bike, what I'm going to show you next. Definitely a better look in my opinion, but right here, I think this is the way to go. But then again, let me know in the comments, but we're not set in stone on colors or anything, so but this is kind of what I'm leaning towards. I already have the headlight, turn signals, bar end mirrors and stuff, so we're getting close to really having the parts to kind of just do this. Red frame already. I like the black with the red frame. Kind of gives it like a monster. Kind of looks like a Ducati Monster a wee little bit. But let me know down below. Let me know what you think, and then I'll give you some tips of like what I think I'm gonna do, and just give you some tips some ideas, I mean, like right now of like where I'm leaning with this. This whole headlight assembly is going to be pretty much what I'm leaning at, but I might get an eBay one that has the integrated turn signals to just clean everything up as much as possible. Do a headlight, little windscreen. We're not going to do a fork swap though. We are going to do suspension work. We'll get into that later, but we're not going to do a fork swap with the double brake setup like this. But yeah, I'd like to clean this front end up as much as possible. Maybe just a headlight with integrated little windscreen, different gauges, bar end mirrors, leave the frame red. Probably go black or matte black is the way I'm leaning as far as the color. Probably paint these black on our bike, leave this red, everything red. Instead of keeping the Yamaha, like the old school Yamaha, I'm just going to get that little logo that they have now on their sport bikes. It's just that little logo on each side of the tank. And then maybe do one up here or something like that, just to kind of update the look a little bit. And then shave all this off the back. Like I would not leave this big fender back here with the reflectors like that. This would all just get gone. See if I could find an integrated taillight to go with the integrated headlight, and then just have just the plate hanging down as clean, and make a bracket that makes it is just almost as invisible as possible. Like I said, get the grab bars, install those. I think they're kind of nice, actually. They make the back look a little better, actually. But anyway, guys, this is what I'm looking at. So, you know, let me know what you think in the comments. If I'm leaning the wrong way, the right way, what color combination you guys want, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, we're going to get into a little time lapse here, and me cleaning up some parts to go to Brian's. So let's jump right into that. Alright guys, thanks for watching, much appreciated. Make sure you hit the like button, it helps out the YouTube algorithm a lot, and be sure to share this video and get these subscribers to 10,000 quick so that we can give this bike away. Next episode, we're going to be going up to Brian's. You're going to meet him, we're going to drop this stuff off to him, then we're going to go over all the parts. We're going to be sourcing parts online, showing you exactly what we're going to do with the suspension, little bits and stuff that I found on Facebook groups that are just going to make this bike pop, handle better, run better, just be better in every single way. So that's going to be the next episode, so be sure to click the bell and subscribe so you can find your way back. Catch you on the next one.